Okay, this is the next assignment. This is using Snort. Basically, this assignment was in the past. You first got security onion running with Snorty. That was part one. And part two was using Snort. Well, security onion no longer has Snorty on it because it got rid of it. So then it became security onion and Snort. Well, Kali does Snort as well. So I figure I'm going to give you the choice this year. You can either use security onion or Kali. There's links to both of them in the class page. A new version of Kali came out like yesterday or the day before. I've already got the link to it up there, and that's what I'm using today. It looks the same. But there's a brand new link for it if you want to get it. So if you want security onion, this latest version is the one I put up there. Actually, the old one might be up there as well. I got a video of it up there, how to install. It's not hard. It's not hard to do, but it is available if you'd like. Some places like it does have a few other tools on it. The Kali is kind of the de facto tool right now. When you run security onion and Snort, it looks like this. You literally go to terminal and type the word Snort. That's it. Pretty simple to do. Okay. You are totally welcome to use that one, and all the videos up there, except for today, use security onion. Today, I'm going to do it with Snort. That way you can see the difference. No, with Kali, so you can see the difference. So you can compare the two. Okay. I just figure if you get really proficient at Kali, you might actually use it for something. So, yeah. So I think it'd be easier. So with Kali, Snort is not installed by default, but you can install it. I gave you the instructions right there. Literally, if you go to that web page, inside of Kali, just type apt-get update, apt-get install Snort. It literally will be done in a few seconds. Then to run it, just type sudo snort or just Snort. And what Snort is an intrusion detection system. It's running all the time. You can even run it in the background. You can tell it, you know, like the example I was telling them earlier, maybe Tyler is trying to, you know, steal something from Dawn. So I can look for all traffic going from Tyler's to Dawn's machine. So I can write a rule for that. I say, hey, anytime you see some traffic going between these two, tell me about it. And it can log it, it can alert me, it can send something to a syslog server. So other than Wireshark, which really just captures packets, this is analyzing the packets. So you can tell it to do basically anything. So really cool tool. And that's what you're going to be using here today. So that's why I said Control-C to stop it. Now, the way you guys are to run it, you won't have to worry about that. But so, okay. Now, I also included, and there's what it looks like when you run Snort. So if you install Snort on Kali and just type Snort, give it a minute, it'll start showing you packets coming in. Then do Control-C, and you got to wait a minute, and once it finally stops, it'll look like that. It'll show you the statistics of the packets that came in. So many were IP4, so many, I did it pretty quickly, so I think we'll tell one or two packets. So that's what it looks like. If you get it to look like this, you got it installed correctly. Okay? This year, I added some commands. Okay? There's a file called rules.local. Okay, first of all, there's an ICMP rules, there's a TCP rules, there's an IP, there's a bunch of different rules to do different things. But for this project, you're going to be writing your own rules. So we're going to use a file called rules.local. So if you use that exact command from the terminal window, it will bring up LeafPad and we'll bring up the rules file, which I'm going to do in a minute. Okay? You can also open up LeafPad and navigate and find it as well. Either way is fine. Okay? The second one down, to capture traffic, you do sudo snort-I, which is interface, then ETH0 or ETH1 or whatever your interface is called. That will literally just start capturing traffic and it will never stop. That's the time you need to do Control-C to stop. Okay? To read a capture file, which is the one you'll have to do, that's the third one, sudo snort-R for read and specify a capture file name, whatever it's called. Don't rename it without spaces, okay? It's easier. Then to run using specific rules, that bottom one, sudo snort-R, whatever your capture file is called, -C, then the name of your rules file. What that will do is it'll open up the capture file, analyze the capture file based upon the rules you just wrote. I'm going to show you all this, okay? And it'll give you exactly what you want. It will literally do the entire thing for you, okay? So far, so good?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to demo this for you, so that's not a problem. So it says, use Snort inside Security Onion or Kelly, analyze the capture file provided, answer the questions below, and what I want from you is the rule you ran and the number of alerts it provided, right? Sometimes you can write rules differently, but if you don't write it correctly, I'm not giving you credit for it. For instance, everybody knows what TCP/IP is, correct? So what includes more traffic? TCP, UDP, or IP? IP. IP includes TCP and UDP. So if I'm telling you to look for all traffic, would you probably go with IP? But what if I told you all web traffic, web browser traffic? Probably TCP, because TCP is web. What if I said all DNS traffic? That's UDP. Okay. So even though in this exercise, if you specify TCP or IP, it might potentially give you the same answer. I need you to run it correctly. So you got to read the rules. Read it correctly. All right. Checksum ignoring may provide alternate results. What I mean by that is, you only want to checksum is. That's an error check of a packet. Well, there's packets sometimes that don't add up correctly. Okay? But if I tell you all TCP traffic from here to here, so even if the checksum was bad, it was still traffic. Do you agree? So on some of these, I tell you, hey, ignore bad checksums, or, so. Just so I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Your capture file, I think, is up there called CIT2603, lab 6, blah, blah, blah. Just rename it to something like that, okay? Just rename it to a short name, because if you have spaces in it, it's going to cause you issues. Especially when running, you're going to have to put the quotes and everything else. All right, here's the exact questions, okay? All right, I want to know all TCP traffic with the destination of this. Okay? So what I want an alert that's going to read this file, and anytime it finds a packet that's TCP going to that address, I want to know about it. So you're going to give me the alert you wrote, and then tell me how many packets you found. So you got, so you're going to write in here, you're going to put in the rule, then you're going to put in how many packets, the alerts. Okay, Snort rule there, identify all DNS outbound traffic. Now, there's a way you can do inbound and outbound. You use an arrow. Outbound or inbound, okay? I'm not going to show you an example of that. It's not hard. Then how many packets does that one find? All TCP traffic with a source of port 80. Okay, again, I'm going to show you how to do these. All traffic coming from this address. Okay, all traffic coming from this address. This one I just wrote. I like this one. All traffic coming from this address with a destination of this address with a source port of HTTPS and a destination port of the greater than 61349 and less than 61372. I had to do it kind of particular to get a certain number.
In theory,
it's not hard. It's not hard at all. I mean, none of these are hard. Just make sure you read what I want exactly. Yeah, it took me forever to come up with these two numbers and make it work right. Okay.
I like you just give a number. You say it got to be in between that.
And then all traffic with the destination of this. Now I want you to ignore bad checksums. This one here, all ping traffic. All traffic with destination of HTTP. If you run it and you get none, read this hint. There's more than 0. All traffic, protocol 6 traffic, that's destination is the port over 1024. Above 1024, hint, there's more than 1 as well. Actually, that might have changed. Just check the quiz on that one. That number might be off by 1. Check the quiz. All right, and I will tell you that questions 9 and 10, I think everybody got wrong last time. That's why I gave you the hint.
Well,
Does it
there
actually
is
work?
more than 0.
I know when some assignments
It worked.
stuff
It worked. I ran it over and over
Over
and
and
over and
over.
over. I read it so many times today. Okay, so that's the assignment. So I'm going to stop this recording and start again, and we'll walk through a demo of it. Any questions about the assignment? Again, I haven't showed you how to do it really yet.
Not
Everyone understand what, yes.
not so much about the assignment, but on the when installing, you got to put the IP address. You just use default.
Yeah, it's the IP address. You're not going to use that anyway, but that will be the IP address of your virtual machine. So that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to come up and ask you your IP address because what it is, it's going to listen on a specific network. And you notice how it asks for the CIDR of that network? Then I know I asked you guys for CIDR, so you understand how that works. But when you install Snort, it wants to know what network to listen on. That's why it's doing that. And it's probably whatever, it's going to give you a network that your virtual machine's in the range of. So you'll be fine.
But for this assignment, it won't matter because we're using a unit file.
Right, you can use an image file anyway. But maybe you like it. Maybe you want to use the tool. So, all right. Any other questions on the assignment? Okay, I'm going to stop this and start another one.